morning to all of the friends. Today I got an opportunity to speak on review of TED Talks. I'm Dr. Rakesh Damer, teaching at undergraduation level and of course giving the training at refresher orientation and in the various KCG programs, short-term programs as such. I'm fortunate that that as far as my today's topic is concerned, it is definitely going to facilitate the learners and teachers fraternity at large. And as far as my today's topic is concerned, it is a review of TED Talks. When we talk about TED, what is TED? I'm going to talk on two things. One is review of the TED Talks, the people who have given the lectures on TED. And second thing is that I will be going to talk on the TED applications, the TED platforms, about the TED books, and various things related to TED. Now, coming to the beginning part at the outset, what is TED? TED is related to technology, education, and design. And when we talk about technology, education, and design, more or less, you have more than 150 categories of talks on TED. And as far as these talks are concerned, I am definitely talking with my students, showing the videos in the class, showing the presentations from SlideShares. And of course, as far as this platform is concerned, it has given a lot of information, knowledge to the stakeholders who want to learn a lot about the various topics as such. So, coming to my topics straight away, I'm going to come on my topics. The first thing is that, that as far as it is about that, ideas worth spreading. And when we talk about ideas worth spreading, means that that whatever the innovation, whatever the new things you are having, how you are going to propagate, how you are going to communicate, how you are going to have the collaboration. Because when we talk about the Web 2 technology, the TED is related to the Web 2 technology, where whatever the new things, whatever the groundbreaking information you are having, you can share on this thing as such. So coming to my first slide, it is related to ideas worth spreading. And when ideas worth spreading, it is a 18 minutes program, 18 minutes platform. And as far as this platform is concerned, whatever the specialization, the topic you are having, you can talk on this topic as such. Now, as far as TED is concerned, it has been divided into two parts. One is TED and second is TEDx. Now, what is the difference between TED and TEDx? The difference between TED is it is a global platform. When we talk about the TED, it is a global platform. And when we talk about TEDx, it is related to the localization, it is related to the specifics, it is related to specific areas, it is related to specific topics. But when we talk about TED, then we have the global platform related to TED. TEDx is the independently organized TED event. Now, there are various TEDx platforms worldwide. And when we are having a various platforms on a worldwide platform, then then they are giving the platform to various countries, and the people who are specializing in education or technology or design, locally they used to give the lectures on this platform. And they used to speak about that, that whatever the specialized topics they are having, they give the lectures and they talk about the various aspects on that thing as such. Now, coming to my various speakers on technology, education, and design, the first is Ken Robinson. Now, as far as when you search on your web or when you search on TED or when you search on the Google, you'll be finding that he is numero uno, he is #1 speaker as far as the giving his opinion or related to education. And is one of the topic is very common and it is very popular. How school kills creativity. Now, when we talk about the skills, more or less we are finding that, that traditionally we are working. And what happened that, the students are getting the degrees, but, when it comes to the real education, then definitely the education suffers, because we get the degree, but when we talk about the knowledge, when we talk about the skill, then, we are lagging in it. And, the schools, they are more or less the examination oriented. And, when it comes to collaboration, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to communication, then according to Ken Robinson, that they are working on absolutely traditional 500 years traditional way, where only the examination and classroom learning is given the importance. And this is the reason that, that it kills the creativity. Now, when we talk about Ken Robinson, then, you will be finding numbers of videos, and, he has more or less spoken about education only. And, he's a professional speaker in education, and he originally belongs to Liverpool, England. And his speech is related to that how to have the groundbreaking information or groundbreaking realities, that, how to improve the education through creativity. And of course, many of the schools have adopted his theory or his philosophy. And of course, they have made a great headway as far as making the progress or making the success in the education platform as such. Now, as far as his opinion is concerned, his basic funda or basic quotation is that, that with the technology, with the semantic web, with the Web 2, you can absolutely bring the learning revolution. But, it has to be percolated from the system. Now, Ken Robinson is more or less, he is talking about that, that how the changes or how the revolution can be bring in the system. And when the system brings the revolution, when you have the revolution in the system, it is percolated downside. And, you will be finding that, that the teachers or the professors or the examination system or the classroom platform, all sort of things, you will be finding that there you will be having the real education. More or less, as far as the present education is concerned, that education is related to mugging, related to parroting and learning by heart and just, vomiting in the examination. So, this is the thing that, that Ken Robinson abhors. He wants that, that the revolution has to be brought in the education. And if that revolution, and of course, in last 10 years or 15 years, we have seen that, that there is absolute revolution in Web 2, Web 3, semantic web, through internet, through big data, through cloud computing, and numbers of things you are having, where you can have a metamorphosis and you can have a big change in education. So, of course, his numbers of videos, and I recommend that, just to go into the applications or you go into the Google platform, and you will be finding numbers of videos related to the education. And his views on education are germane, they are authentic. And of course, he has made a lot of dent as far as the traditional education is concerned, that, that how the transformation and how the things can be brought in the education part as such. Now, one of the quotes, as far as my reviews on his videos are concerned, I have taken few quotes, and as far as these quotes are concerned, they are very significant for the simple reason that, that we are seeing that, the students are getting the degrees, but when they go for the jobs, when they go for the employment, they are absolutely lagging. So, what is the reason? One of the reasons is that, that according to Ken Robinson, is that human intelligence is more dynamic than we have led to believe by formal academic education. When we talk about the formal academic education, it means that, that just it is that, that we are not giving the importance to flipped lectures, we are not giving the importance to peer learning, to the community learning, the collaboration through technology. All these things are very prominent and very predominant, which has to be taken into the account. But that we are just in the status quo mode. And when we have that status quo mode, then that what happens, that you will be finding that that lot of students are getting the degrees, But when they go into the pragmatic or practical market, they will be round hole in a square peg. So, that creativity, human intelligence and creativity has to be authentically materialized, or it has to be used authentically. And if this thing transpires, then definitely, the education, in the education system, we will be finding a big change. And this is the big change what Ken Robinson is talking about. Now, the thing what is talking about, that if you are not prepared to be wrong, you will never come up with anything original. Now, this in what context he is speaking? That, more or less we are saying that, that as far as the teachers are concerned or the systems are concerned, they don't want to adopt the technology. We are seeing that, that on a very basic skills we are using the technology. When it comes to the technology, what happens, that we are seeing the technology is used in the corporate world, it is used in the medical, it is used in the healthcare, it is used in the banking industries. But when it comes to education, we are not prepared to adopt that thing. When we adopt, then, probably we may be wrong somewhere or the other, but, originality will be coming out of that. And this is the reason that, that what happens is that, that the technology has to be adopted in the education for the welfare, for the benefit, for the employability, for the jobs, and to have the communication worldwide. And the first and foremost thing is that why we are fearing that we think that, through technology, probably in the classrooms or wherever we will be taking the lecture, we will be wronged or we will not be justifying that thing. So, first of all, the phobia or the fear has to be, it has to be gone. Then only then the originality in education will be. And originality in education means that, that worldwide the information, you get a lot of information, but how that information has to be brought? That information has to be brought through technology. And many a times, you may be wrong, you may be doing some or the other glitches you may be having. But that after that glitches, you may be performing your things as such. And of course, when it comes to creativity, the creativity is the first and foremost thing what Ken Robinson is emphasizing upon. According to him, the three things, the communication, the collaboration and the creativity. And the creativity for him is a numero uno. And the creativity should not be on the surface level. As far as that creativity is concerned, that creativity should not only be by obtaining the degrees, by getting the degrees, by accumulating the degrees. But when we go to the pragmatic or practical market, you will be finding that, you are not justifying your degrees with the employability or the job demand what is required. So, what he talks about the creativity. Creativity now is an important in education as literacy, and we should treat it with the same status. When we talk about the creativity, we are finding the creativity in the market. Worldwide you go. You go in the mobile technology, you go into the transport technology, you go into the health technology, and everywhere you will be finding the creativity. But when it comes to education, we are not justifying as we ought to have as such. So this is one of the things that, that what he is emphasizing upon. And I absolutely agree that, that creativity comes when we shun or when we avoid the phobia how to adopt the technology in education. And once we adopt, then, we will be doing wonders. There is no gainsaying about that thing as such. Okay. So, the second person I want to talk about is Shashi Tharoor. As far as, that he is, his lectures on TED are very popular. And, of course, they have been liked like anything as such. And of course, in the Western media also, he made a great dent as far as his opinion or his views on the colonialism or the British Empire, what they ruled on us, what he talked. It was really, it was shocking for the Western media. And what he talked about is that that India was made a cash cow for 200 years. Where is the compensation for it? For 200 years the British ruled us, and for 200 years we were the victim. We were exploited like anything, and whatever our resources were concerned, they have been taken away by the Britishers. And this is the reason that that why India today is in the third world. Even we are suffering for the simple reason that, that for 200 years we have been exploited by lips and bounds. And, we have been target of that thing. And his 20-minute speech is really a mind-boggling speech. And as far as the speech is concerned, it gained a wide popularity. And it is my humble request, it is my advice to the people who are watching that, that go through the video of Shashi Tharoor on TED. And it has been applauded and it has been appreciated like anything as such. Now, this is again, Sugata Mitra. His video is on the school in the cloud. Okay, and as far as his video is concerned, he has talked on 3 to 4 videos on that, that how children can use the technology and how they can make the difference in it. Now, as far as basic lecture was concerned, it was in 2013. And in his video, what he talked about, that, that he had installed he has installed a computer in the slums of Delhi. And after, as far as that computer was concerned, daily it was on for 2 to 3 hours. And as far as that computer was concerned, it was fitted in the wall. And after 1 month he came, he was surprised, he was amazed, and rather he was shocked that, that the children were learning the things on their own. And because of their curiosity, because of their creativity, many of the things without the help of the teacher, the student had gained a lot of information. And that by this thing that, that he was surprised, and he came to the conclusion that, that if the students who are poor, if they have been given the technology, then definitely it will be the leveler, or it will create an equality among them. Because when it comes to technology, what happened that, the upper level or the higher level used to get the technology as such. But when it comes to the lower level, they are deprived of it. But the creativity among those students was extreme. As far as this experiment was concerned, it was very, very popular and it was hidden like anything. And I repeat again that, that he just created a wall and he put the computer, and that computer was on for 3 hours daily. And after a month when he came, he saw that the learning process among the student was great. And, this thing was really, that he gave his own findings to the government. That, the devices and the technology should be given to the poor people, and if this thing happened, then they will be having the online learning. And it will be a great, of course, it will be a great opportunity for them. And what he has written, my wish is to help design the future of learning by supporting children all over the world to tap into their innate sense of wonder and work together. Now, why this sentence have come? This sentence have come because, he himself has realized about this thing. There was no teacher, there was no guide. It was the curiosity of the student which has helped the students. And of course, when certain questions were asked by Sugata Mitra, even the student were, those students were very interactive with him. So, of course, this was a very great opportunity. And, help me build in the school in the cloud a learning lab in India where children can embark on intellectual adventure by engaging and connecting with information and mentoring online. I also invite you, wherever you are, to create your own miniature children-driven learning environment and share your discoveries. Okay, whatever the ideas you want to share. And of course, when you find that, that they are poor people, but poor students, but they are brilliant, provide them with the technology and with the peer learning and with the online learning, they will definitely do the wonders. There is no gainsaying about that thing as such. And that as far as is one of the quote which is very popular, I was inspired by the Hole in the Wall project, where a computer with an internet connection was put in a Delhi slum, where the slum was revisited after a month. The children of the slum had learned how to use the World Wide Web. Now, this is something surprising. That, that there is an instinct among the students. We have seen that, that when you give a laptop or a mobile phone or the students are working on the PC, You know, how on the video games, you know, they are going to the next level, then next level, then next level, then next level. So, you know, an element of curiosity is there. And when it comes to language learning, according to Chomsky, you know, what he has said that our mind is having the language acquisition device, LAD, what we call, language acquisition device. And of course, you know, that language acquisition device, with the help of the technology, you can cement it, you can make it more powerful, you can make it facilitating. And you know, with this experiment, you know, what happened that, you know, in various cities that computers had been put in the slums. And you know, where the online learning or the poor people were able to help one another. And you know, this is the real learning what had been taken place. You know, there are two types of learning. One is that, you know, you learn from the teachers, and the second thing is you learn by self. And once you learn by self, you never forget it out as such. But the only thing is that, you know, that the platform or the resources has to be put. And nowadays, you know, this of course, you know, this experiment was in 2013, but nowadays, you know, we have IoT, Internet of Things. And you know, we are having now 3Gs and 4Gs, and, you know, the devices have become cheaper. So, you know, when we provide this technology to the have-nots, then definitely there will be a big change. There will be a lot of transformation in the education part is concerned. So now, as far as this video is concerned, frankly speaking, I have watched this video a lot, and I have been inspired not only by watching, but you know, I'm myself working on this project with the students. And of course, you know, when with the help of technology you are working with the Zoom or with your Microsoft team or when you're Google Meet, when you're working online, then definitely, you know, you are percolating the technology to the have-nots, and they are percolating the technology with the peer learning as such. So this is the one of the aspect of Ken Robinson, Sugata Mitra, that how the collaboration, how the connectivity, how the connections, how the ideas has to be shared through connectivity. And of course, you know, in COVID, in pandemic, we have seen that, you know, that how we are exchanging our ideas. We are exchanging our ideas worldwide through Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Team. We never used this thing before COVID-19, before pandemics. But, you know, after COVID-19, you know, there is a huge transformation. And this experiment Sugata Mitra did in 2019. So definitely this is one of the great videos that, you know, that you will be finding on your web. And of course, you know, this video was very popular, and the local children worked out on it. And of course, you know, this experiment not only after Delhi, you know, in various cities, this experiment was done. And you know, it was watched more than 3.3 million times, and it is just 20 minutes time is there, but you will be finding the other videos of Sugata Mitra also. As far as Build a School in the Cloud 2013, that is one of the videos which has become popular. But after that also, Sugata Mitra's lot of videos which have come, and of course, you know, we should go through the things as such. Okay. Now, this is one of the very important sentence that which is always coming in my mind. That, you know, how come all the rich people are having this extraordinary gifted children? What did the poor do wrong? Technology, as I told before, that, you know, that it can be the equalizer, it can be the level playing field, but the only thing is that, you know, that we have to provide them the resources. And this is the reason that, you know, the state government or the national governments are providing the Akash laptops and the other technologies. And, you know, we have the scope programs in English learning where the fees is very less. And of course, you know, nowadays on iOS and on Apple and Android phones, you will be finding numbers of applications where free of cost applications are there. So what happens that, you know, that when you share this thing, when you talk about this thing, when it comes to the education, when it comes with the language, when it comes to the knowledge, it is not that, you know, you have to go from pillar to post, you have to go to the libraries or you have to go to the teachers. But, you know, this thing can come through absolutely technology. And formerly, you know, what happened that, you know, the technology was just, you know, it was in the hands of rich people, because this video is related to 2013, you know, it's already 8 years after that. So 8 years, you know, we have a fast internets, we are having the smartphones, we are having the smart laptops, we are having the extraordinary PCs, and the cost of those things have come down. So the online learning or the collaborated learning can definitely give a lot of opportunities. And of course, I think so that, that as far as this video was concerned, it was pioneer in online learning at that point of time as such. Okay. Now, next topic is related to everyday cybercrime. And as far as this topic is concerned, we are seeing that, that nowadays, day in and day out in our mobile phone, we are finding that there are a lot of hackers are there. And they are doing a lot of money transaction illegally. Okay. So what happened that, that a lot of FIRs and lot of cyber crimes reports we used to watch in the newspapers as such. So as far as this talk is concerned, everyday cyber crime. And many a times we are finding that, elderly and the other people are little bit hesitant to use their banking transaction because they are fearing that, that they may be cheated or they may be having the problem. It is not only about the banking thing, but, there are numbers of cyber crimes problems or the illegal problems we are finding in the cyber crimes as such. And in our legal system also, there are a lot of sections or lot of changes in the law which has to be brought. Okay. And of course, his few questions that, that what are some of the ways computer get infected? What do you think people pray for some of the tactics and tricks attacker used to hack our computers? What are 3 things you believe each and every person can do to make life much more difficult for cyber criminals? Now, as far as the cyber criminals are concerned, as I told before that, that laws are not very stringent for them. They just, because of not having the stringent law, they abscond and they are free from the court's point of view as such. So of course, there should be from the legislation there should be certain strict laws so that they should be booked and they should. And of course, that the RBIs and the banks, day in and day out, they used to give the information that, that how you are going to use your mobile phone for banking system as such, because everyday cyber crime illegality or the cyber crime problems we are facing as such. So this is one of the TED Talks which I want that everybody should watch it out, everyday cyber crime, so that they may not become the victim of it as such. Okay. Beside it, that that I will not be going in detail, but there are other top 10 reviews I will be going to talk about, but just I am going to talk about the topics, because here I am not only going to talk about the reviews of the speech who have given, but I am going to talk about the applications also. I am going to talk about the books also. I am going to talk about that, that how this whole TED thing came in and how it can be incorporated in our day-to-day life and how we can make our life better. Now, I will be going to have some 10 best TED Talks. And this best TED Talks, if you go on your Google search or if you go on your YouTube video or if you go on your application, you will definitely finding this TED Talks are going to get utilitarian. The first is that, that by Elizabeth Gilbert, your elusive creative genius. Now, this is one of the topic that, that which is very popular. Second is about the body language. Third is about the orchestra in my mouth. The fourth is the surprising science of happiness. The fifth is the power of vulnerability. The seventh is, the next is philosophy of a happy life. Eighth is a kinder, gentler philosophy of success. Ninth is what does it take to change a mind. And last is what reality are you. Okay. These are the things that, that what I recommend to my listeners that they should go through on their platform, and they can definitely, and these are the most searched and most liked podcast, audio podcast and the video podcast related to that as such. Now, coming to, I talked about the TED. Now I'm coming about the TEDx. As far as the TEDx talks are concerned, as I told that, that it is related to the local community. Every country has been given the TEDx platform, and TEDx platform, TED cannot reach to the all the continent of the world. So what has then, they have given the franchise, and as far as more or less this franchise is concerned, every country is having their own TEDx talks as such. And as far as the TEDx talks are concerned, you know, in India, Shah Rukh Khan has taken the responsibility and he has conducted many of the TED talks as such. So coming to our TED talks in India and otherwise also, I'm going to talk that, you know, that which are the best TED talks, TEDx talks. And of course, when you go through this TED talks, you will be definitely going to get a lot of information, lot of knowledge, and you are going to enjoy a lot about that thing. Now, the first talk about it is that, you know, that how great leaders inspire action. The second is the power of vulnerability. Third is looks aren't everything. Believe me, I am model. Next is the happy secret of work. Then 10 ways to have a better conversation. Now, as far as the 10 ways to have a better conversation is concerned, it is that, you know, that when your job hinges on how well you talk to people, you learn a lot about how to have a conversation, and that most of us don't converse well, then this video is definitely going to help it out. Then the happy secret of better work, where as far as the things are concerned, you know, we are not happy with our work, and as far as this video is concerned, you know, it is definitely going to help. We believe we should work hard in our order to be happy, but could we be thinking about things backward? In this fast moving and very funny talk, the author says that, you know, actually happiness inspires us to be more productive. And when it comes to how great leader inspires action, then, you know, the author is talking about that, you know, that as far as the speaker is talking about that, you know, that how powerful model for inspirational leader is going to get benefited. And starting with the golden circle and asking a question that why we should go for the inspiration, why we should go for the motivation. And of course, you know, he has given the various example of Martin Luther King, Einstein, and Edison. He has given a lot of examples. So, you know, these are the best talks on TEDx. Formerly, I talked about TED, where you can have the best 10 talks. And as far as the TEDx is concerned, again, you will be having the best TED talks, where the other topics you will be finding that, you know, that depression, the secret we share. Presently, we are living in the depression world as such. And after COVID-19, we have seen that, you know, the things have gone from bad to worse and worse to worst. And, you know, the last topic is that, you know, a 12-year-old app developer. Okay, the 12-year-old, the app what he had developed, it make a great impact on the iOS and Android platform. So, you know, my just humble request that go through this last topic, a 12-year-old app developer. At this age, he made the app which was very much popular, and it gave him the huge popularity as such. Now, the Indian talk, when we are coming to the Indian speakers, you know, I recommend few names, and as far as these names are concerned, go for the videos of this name, and you will be finding that, you know, that you will be enjoying the TED talks as such. We are watching a lot of, you know, serials and cricket match and all sort of things as such. I think so that, you know, that this is one of the platform, this is one of the application, this is one of the software where whenever you have the time, you have more than 170 categories of the topics where you can have the topics of your choice. Whether you may be teaching, it may be related to entertainment, it may be related to anything, you are definitely going to enjoy by leaps and bounds. There is no question about it as such. Okay, now, of course, you know, Anil Gupta, Shashi Tharoor, Pranav Mistry, Sugata Mitra I talked about, Devdutt Patnaik, okay, Shekhar Kapoor, then Javed Akhtar, and, you know, you will be finding various names as such. And you will be finding numbers of videos. It is not one or two videos, but numbers of videos related to the Indian speakers you will be finding as such. And as far as, you know, here you will be finding that these are the speakers who have spoken on TEDx. Okay, technology, entertainment, and design. Okay, formerly I talked that it is education. It is not education, technology, entertainment, and design. Okay, so these are the Indian speakers. Okay, this is the second slide. Again, you will be finding numbers of Indian speakers where you can just to write the tag on Google, Indian speakers on tag, and you are going to find numbers of list of Indian speakers where they are speaking in the local context. And as far as the speakers are concerned, they have spoken on TED and they have spoken on TEDx also. On both the platforms they have spoken. And I have more or less, I have watched almost 80% of the videos of these people. And of course, I'm lucky that, that I'm getting this platform where I can listen, I can get their views, I can get their information. And as far as, these talks are concerned, they're very informational talks about it as such. Okay. And now I'm coming to the various questions related to TED. I just talked about that, the reviews of the celebrities who have given their speech on TED. Now, what is TED? How it is functioning? How much they have been paid? What you can do for TED? Which are the books for TED? Which are the applications for TED? Now, my reviews will be on the TED platform as such. And as I told that, that what is the difference between TED and TEDx, I have already discussed about it as such. Now, what is TED short form? We know that, as I told before that, technology, education and design, these are the three things. And when it comes to TED, it is a broader, it is a broader platform. And, of course, you can watch on your web, you can watch on your Netflix, you can watch on your Google, you can watch on your Safari, you can watch, and you can show this videos to the students in the classroom also. Okay. You can show the videos in the conferences also. And of course, you can practice your own things and you can be a part of the TED Talks also. In the future, I myself am looking forward to that, that I can be a TED talker. I'm going to apply myself on that thing as such. But provided that, that you should have your own little bit of experience in the public speaking as such. Then you can go for this thing as such. Okay. Now, what is the main idea of TED Talk? As I told that, that spread the ideas, innovations, whatever the specialization you have done. We have seen that, that we are doing a lot of innovation in our day-to-day life. But we know we are not spreading the things as such. So what happens that, that TED is giving you the opportunity to spread your ideas. You should not be stunted, or you must not be compressed that, that as far as my things are concerned. You get here the global opportunity. And, of course, this opportunity you can take an advantage to further your career as such. So as far as this platform is concerned, if you have a specialized topic, if you think that, you can justify your topic, then definitely you are going to get an opportunity to talk either on TED or either on TEDx. These are the two opportunities. If you don't get an opportunity to play in Indian cricket, then you have the IPL and you have the other platforms also. So if you don't get an opportunity to give the lectures on TED, then you have the TEDx, where it is again the local platform where you can have your things as such. Now, what makes this TED Talk so effective? Now, these TED Talks are effective because, these TED Talks are, as the topics are related to day-to-day life. They are not abstract. They are not the topics where you give the lecture for hours and hours, because as I told before that, the 18 minutes duration is there. You cannot have more than 18 minutes. And in 18 minutes, you have to rehearse your topic a lot. And as far as your topic is concerned, as I told you, that topic should be little bit extraordinary, which should be helpful to the community at large. And this topic, you have to passionately prepare this topic. And you should have some exclusive idea. And this is the reason that, that worldwide this topic was so effective. And of course, before 2006, this was not online. This was just for specific people. But after 2006, what happened? That it got a global platform. And when it got a global platform, then this topic was, this platform was shared worldwide. And then we had the TEDx part also as such. Okay. Now, as I told before that, that the difference between TED and TEDx. Again, I will just have a small sentence. Officially, the X in the TEDx stand for independently organized TED event, but it's more of a TED multiplied. Okay. Local problem, local issues, local things, local community sharing. This is one of the aspects of TEDx as such. Okay. what is the target audience for TEDx? The target audience of TEDx is the people with the certain specific topics who are having the passion to listen to the lecture. They should have the maturity in it. And of course, that as far as the audience is concerned, we can be a part of audience on YouTube or on Google, but you can go personally also, but I will not recommend because the tickets are very high. It is $10,000. Okay, and when you yourself are little bit innovative, you have done your work, when you have done your projects, then they reduce the fees by 50%, where you have to pay $5,000. But as a when you have to be in auditorium, then you have to pay $10,000 for that. That is, of course, you have to pay through the nose as such. But my request is that just download the application, where you will be having 4 to 5 applications in my forthcoming slides. I am going to show you those applications as such. But just download those applications and you can have numbers of topics of your passion or of your interest. Now, what is the TED style? The TED style is that, that you don't have to cram your speech. As far as your topic is concerned, it should be closer to your height. It should be closer to your heart. It should be closer to your mind. And that topic should, that should come in a natural manner, where you will not be given the of course, the mics and the slides and all sort of things you will not be given. And as far as practice part is an important part of a TED Talk style as such. The people who are giving the speech, they have to rehearse and they have to practice. And as far as the TED Talks are concerned, you cannot beat the bush. You have to be simple and you have to be concise on that thing as such. And as far as the superfluous information is concerned, that is not entertained, because in 18 minutes you have to just have your whole things and you have to just complete your things within 18 minutes as such. So you cannot beat the bush related to that as such. Where are the TED Talks held? They are held in Vancouver. Formerly they were held in USA, but nowadays it has been held in Canada. The main TED conference is held at Vancouver, Canada. And of course, prior to 2014, they were held at United States, in California as such. Yeah. What are the ideas worth spreading? As I told you that, that it is a non-profit organization, and they used to get the money through the advertisements. They used to get the money through the people who used to watch personally, where they had $10,000, as I told before, you have to pay for that thing as such. But it is more or less a non-profit organization. And as far as the ideas, as I told, that that the 3 things are incorporated: the technology, entertainment, and design. These are the 3 main topics. And when your topics is in that framework, then probably you may be getting an opportunity to give the lecture related to that as such. Okay. Now, when did TED become popular? As I told before, that that before TED 2006, this platform was not given to the people. It was held in the auditorium only, and it was held not for the people. But after 2000, the websites of TED was created. And this website was so popular that worldwide it got millions of people used to like it as such. And they have to create they have to create their own websites. And afterwards, there was no looking back. And this platform got the worldwide recognition. And afterwards, as I told before, that that from TED to they have come to TEDx as such. So, of course, after 2007, there are numbers of videos on this platform. And as I told that, there are more than 10,000 videos on TED of your liking. If you go through, you can definitely have the video of your choice. There is no gainsaying about that thing as such. Now, when you have to give the lecture, you have to memorize the speech. You are not giving a classroom lecture, okay? So what happens that, that you have to have the things in your blood, in your DNA, as far as the topic what you are preparing is that. That is a very important part as such. So in memorization of speech, it is absolutely not accepted. Okay, can anyone do a TED talk? This is a very important question. And as I told that, that as far as my things are concerned in the future, I am looking forward to. You can definitely nominate yourself. You should have a little bit of experience. You give your CV, you prepare your own videos, and you send to this organization. And as far as the organization is concerned, you will be finding the web. You can get their email or you can get their website from Google. Okay. So what happened that you nominate yourself, you just give your name, and any other person can also give your name. So TED requires a description of your idea worth spreading. As far as your ideas are concerned, does it goes into the framework of technology, entertainment, and design? And do you have something extraordinary to share? And if you have, then definitely you may be getting an opportunity. Not now, after 6 months or after a year. And once you get an opportunity, then definitely you are going to the billion people viewers will be there for you to watch as such. So of course, when you're looking forward to prepare your lecture on TED in future, then just practice it out and just give a lectures, just have some your own curriculum vitae related to your own videos preparation, your flipped lectures, just send to them, few of them, and definitely you will be selected on that thing as such. Okay. Now, how to write a good TED Talks? Now, as far as the TED Talk is concerned, how you are going to write a good TED Talk? Your main idea or your main topic is a very important part. When you have the clear idea, you have the clear thought. As far as my things are concerned, on English language, the best application, how to learn the language through Web2 or semantic web. This is the thing what I am looking forward to. That how English language can be developed, reading, writing, listening, speaking. How it can be developed through the softwares and applications, through online learning. How it can be the cutting edge for them. How the classroom technology things can be improved in the classroom. This is the topic what in the future I am looking forward to, and I am preparing the video related to that as such. So when you have these topics, just you should have in your mind, just to prepare your own video, just to take into the classroom, just to have your own small gathering and you talk about that thing, and you prepare your own video and you send it out, and of course the things can happen as such. How do you write a TED Talk summary? You write a TED Talk summary by having a concept, by having a willpower to explain the things through your willpower, through your presentation, and of course to have the feel in that topic. And when you have this thing, you can give a lot of examples related to that thing. Are TED Talks scripted? Of course not. They are not scripted. They are TED Talks just on the auditorium, on the podium you have to go and you have to speak it out. You have to give your lecture impromptu in a sense that in the mind you might have rehearsed, but there you have to give your lecture extempore as such. Okay. How to write a TED Talk like a pro. Now I am going to talk about as far as that that when you have to prepare a script or you have to write down certain topics. Two things are there. One of this is that you go through some books, which I am going to which I am going to show you the slides in my next coming. I am going to show you the books in my next coming slides, where you will be having some books where you can read through those books and you can prepare your own slides related to that as such. So prepare your own slide by reading those books, and of course you have your own platform from the classroom point of view, from your stakeholders point of view, from your own gentry point of view. And if you have that thing, you're definitely going. And of course, I'm going to show you the books and applications related to that as such. Okay. Now, next is that why are TED Talks 18 minutes? As I told that, that as far as the duration is concerned, it is 18 minutes. And 18 minutes is because, that as far as this length was concerned, it was chosen by TED organizer based on neuroscience and strategy. They understood that 18 minutes was long enough for a speaker to flesh out an idea, but short enough that a listener could take it, digest it, and understood all the information related to that as such. So, from the neuroscience point of view, or from the understanding point of view, the 18-minute talk was the maximum they had given the time as such. Then, who can be a TED speaker? The person who can speak, the person who has the idea, the person who can be pioneer in any of the topic, the person who can make the dent in the society, the person who can give extraordinary things to the society at large, he can be a good TED speaker. He can, if not, then he can be a good TEDx speaker. Both the things, both the opportunities, they can get it out as such. Okay. Now, are you paid for your speaking? You are not paid, but they take care of your hotels. They take care of course, your accommodations. They take care of your commuting. All these things they used to take care of. But as far as the popularity what you get, that is more than what you get in money form or the other form. You definitely, it is going to help a lot as such. There is no question about it. Then, who's the youngest speaker? The youngest speaker has told that, numbers of younger speaker, we have seen that, that a 12 years boy, I show you the slide that, a 12-year boy was there who had created a slide. But here, the boy aged 10, she was the youngest Indian to speak at the conference. 10 years girl. She has spoken on, she has prepared on TEDx. She gave the lecture not on TED, but she gave the lecture on TEDx, and specifically she talked on the topic. Her name is Ishita Katyal, and she gave the topic that, that in how education can be transformed through online learning. Okay, and how does TED work? As I told before that, that as far as the TED is concerned, through attendance fees, through sponsorship, through foundation support, and through various organizations, they used to have they used to have their own things as such. Okay. Credible source. Is TED a credible source? Of course, it's a credible source. Accuracy and transparency is there. Scientific claims, we can make it out. Okay. Now, I'm just running short of time, so I'm just coming on my other slides where you will be having the books and where you will be having the other applications on it as such. Okay. So, here the first, as I told that, that Shah Rukh Khan prepared that, that Nai Soch. Okay. As far as in TED Talks, as far as from the Indian point is concerned, TED Talks India, okay, as it is known as Indian Nai Soch, also known as TED Talks India Nai Soch, is an Indian TED Talk hosted by Shah Rukh Khan that was premiered on Star Plus. So you can watch a number of videos on TED Talks on Google or on the application as such. Okay, and here you will be finding numbers of topics. The number of topics are that Badalte Rishte, Dekho Aane Wala Kal, Power of Women, Power of Words. Okay, I'm just running short of time. Otherwise, I should have talked on this topic as such. Okay, now coming to the books, when you have to prepare for your own lectures for TED. It is not only for the lecture, for the point of view from the lecture of the TED, but when you are preparing the lectures for TED, you can have your own classroom teaching also. So, I'm just going through the books. These are the books, The Science of Optimism, TED books, okay, Tell a Story, Save Our Science, okay, The Grazing Revolution. These are the books related to TED, okay. And of course, now I am coming to the application, and as far as these applications are concerned, okay, I just, on the books point of view, I will be just showing you only one slide, which every book, where you will be finding numbers of books only on one slide. TED Books Guide, then The Demise of Guys, The Happiness Manifesto, you will be finding numbers of it. Now, last 1 minute, where you will be finding that, that these are the applications on TED. TED Talks, these are the TED Talks, these are the applications you will be finding on your iOS and on your Android phones. These are the application, TED Talks. You go onto your Play Store and you will be finding this application. Okay, this is TED Talks. Then this is a TED Masterclass. Okay, then you have the other application that master the language through TED Talks. Okay. Here you will be finding that that you can definitely progress your track your progress. You can have the exclusive insight, and the other application is related to TED Connect. Then the other application is related to TEDx Educator Hub. Okay, where you will be finding numbers of conversations. You can have a lot of community and numbers of things as such. So thank you very much. This I talked about the TED. And of course, since 5 years, 7 years, I'm myself watching the TED videos I'm showing to my classroom students. And in my, of course, on my teachers community, I used to share it out. And of course, this watching the TED Talks has given me a lot of confidence, motivation to prepare my own lectures as such. Thank you very much, and looking forward to meet in future. Thank you.